In the A Concept Every Week series, we have now reached the concept of witchcraft. How can we understand this concept? I believe that Brian Levack offers us a good entry when he speaks of the composite and cumulative concept of witchcraft. It is composite, Levack says, because witchcraft connected ideas that were formerly not connected. And it was cumulative because they gradually emerged and supplemented each other. Let's look at some paintings. Firstly, the devil emerges as a figure. By the time the witch hunt starts, the witchcraft concept is strongly connected with the devil. Up until the witch hunts, the devil's looks has been composed out of a mixture of Christian and pagan tradition. The devil received his wings from the idea of him being one of God's fallen angels, while the goatee, the cloven feet, horns and semi-animal form were all features inspired by Roman, Greek and Celtic pagan gods. The devil's powers has also developed from being elusive to becoming real, as the devil can act out his evilness through human beings. Secondly, the belief that witches made a pact with the devil is a central idea in the witchcraft concept. This pact often served as the main link between harmful magic and the worship of the devil, thus explaining the witch as a harmful magician and devil worshipper. This pact eventually also became a sign of how the witch chose to give the devil her reverence, and thus how the devil turned from being the witch's tool in practicing maleficia to the witches themselves being tools in the devil's evil deeds. The belief in the pact with the devil also connected to another idea that had emerged in the Middle Ages, the collective worship of the devil in the Sabbath. And the Sabbath came to depict the ultimate nightmare and anti-society, involving cannibalism, sacrifice of infants, mockery of Christian rituals by parodies, and ritual intercourse with the devil and other promiscuous sexual activities. The fourth element constituting the cumulative concept of witchcraft was the belief that witches could fly. It easily explained how the witches got to the Sabbath. In contrast to the other element mentioned here, the idea of the flight had actual root in popular belief. Both ancient beliefs and myths about the night witches and the wild hunt had impact on this element. However, from being merely part of popular fantasy, the literate elite now argued that they had a physical reality. A fifth element should be mentioned here, especially since it was very common in the Norwegian concept of witchcraft, namely the metamorphosis. In Norway, as in other European countries as well, the belief that humans could change themselves into, for instance, animals, had been part of popular beliefs for centuries. It was only partly fused with the cumulative concept of witchcraft because authorities during the witch hunts never really accepted the idea of this metamorphosis. And so, concept of witchcraft during the witch hunts contained all of these features to a more or less degree.